Hey guys, so it's here bringing you another video. Now welcome to Unranked to Master E Northeast Edition, and you'll notice it is a replay episode. The reason for it will become clear. You know, let's be honest, there's a reason I'm doing a replay. Nessie with 1,000 biddies, intro interruption. Thank you very much, Nessie. You pleb. But yeah, so you'll see why I stopped recording. And that is the point, is I was actually planning on doing a POV commentary for this, but then I realised I actually clicked the stop record button during the game, which does happen. But what this game, slight spoiler, will try to teach you, even if you have potentially a teammate that might be running down a little bit, if you focus on your game, you can recover it. And I was like, obviously it's hard to do if that teammate continues to run it down. If they just go, I'm running it down every minute of the game from now on, yeah, it's going to be near impossible. But if you do focus up, if you do make some good plays, comebacks are possible. If it's enough to make it a win or not, you never know. But especially in top lane, I would say top lane is, you know, the island lane. So this is where you can make a big difference in yourself, because you're usually just in that 1v1 or a potential 2v1 against the jungler situation. So we're playing Sett. I've not played him in a while. Used to play this champion a lot more. We're against an Olaf top lane. So Olaf top is a bit of a wild card. I actually like Olaf top. I've played it a decent amount. Not seen it in ages. In theory, it probably is okay in current meta, because current meta, a lot of it is gore drinker champions, and Olaf naturally is a gore drinker champion himself. Heals a lot, has great 1v1, has great dueling. Also has the pressure in mid to late game that I think you kind of need if you're a grouping top laner of, I can get to the AD carry and kill them potentially. Olaf can do that. So there's a lot of ticks in the box with Olaf. The only thing I would say about the champion, he is very, what I would call volatile. That usually you're going to have a very good game or a very bad game, because he does have that general, like, I am running at them and going all in. And if you just get killed, well, then you're dead. So you can see the early trades. We are actively trading in top lane. I've gone for the Doran shield, and we get his flash. Olaf went for the corrupting pot. Both are fine. Like, I don't think you'd ever go corrupting pot on Sett. You could go Doran's blade, but obviously then that does have some risks. But obviously now that I'm in top lane with the knowledge of, I've got his flash already. So I will be looking to try to push an advantage if I can get one, because I know he doesn't have flash. He can't get away. He has no mobility in that aspect. But yeah. Neon Moon just said, like, you have now the Huzzy merch again. If you guys are in the market for any merch, link down below. We do have the merch store. A lot of products in there now. 2 fairly recent designs that have gone fairly well. I've not marketed them as much as I normally have sometimes, but especially the HuzzyGames Home of the Plebs merch I'm very happy about. I like the Huzz Lightyear one as well. But yeah, if you are in the market for that, check down below. Anyway, I TP back to top lane. Obviously, yes, replays are still somewhat bugged. Riot still have not fixed them. Again, I don't actually watch pro play. Can someone actually confirm with me? And here we go. We're going for a trade. Remember, no flash. Flash to the side. Get the auto. Get the kill. Lovely. In pro play, do they have replays working properly? That's just as a question, because I don't actually watch pro play. Can you see teleports and stuff in the pro play? I actually don't know. It does work. Why doesn't this one work? It's very weird. But anyway, we get the kill on Olaf. We're double his farm right now, which is always a nice place to be. Obviously, when I went back and TP'd, by the way, I just bought boots and refillable, and now I'm buying a long sword. So the game itself, by the way, you can see Poppy's died once but got a kill. Zaya's died and behind in farm quite a bit. We also have a Sona. If memory serves correct, which I do think it is correct, our bot lane was duo this game, just to kind of give that extra information, the Sona and Zaya. And unfortunately, yes, as many of you probably could I can say that word many more times, they were a toxic duo. Unfortunately as well, the Poppy kind of stooped to their level in the after screen of the game, and she unfortunately was toxic as well. So 3 toxic individuals in the same match. Anyway, what I'm about to show you as well is the danger, especially I would say in top lane, of making a mistake when it comes to an engage. So we go for an engage on Olaf. Really bad W by me, too early, and now with no flash, here we go. I am going to die. So That was one of two things. Bad play by me, going for the fight. Going for the fight was okay, but committing the W when I didn't even have the full shield, that was really bad. That just gives Olaf the opening of going, he has no W. Like, that's one, a lot of his damage, two, that's his shield. So I can go all in. So it just shows, like a flip of a coin, I get first blood, I'm double his farm. Well, now lane is back to being even. So it does show that. So, yeah. A bit oof. But the game itself, not looking too hot. Mid lane is ahead in farm, but did die. Bot lane behind, just in general. Obviously, Sona did get that mini rework that some people have said, like, oh, she's pretty strong right now. I think she's strong in some aspects and very weak in others. They are also getting ganked. Or they're losing the 2v2, sorry. Can Sona recover, get the Thresh, gets the heal, and Kayn is there. And they both end up dying. No vision in bot lane, and yes, you will, unfortunately, and I don't think I can do anything about it, you'll most likely see many spam pings from these duo blaming the Poppy, even though a lot of the time it was just their own misplay. But yeah, and now this is where you can start to see, potentially, or why I stopped recording the game. If I can just get your eyes, everybody, to the mid lane, or the mini-map, sorry. And I don't think anything happens in top, but yeah, let's just kind of focus on the Xayah a little bit. She's just walking to mid. Oh, you know, oh, she's tilted. She's not going back to bot. Yeah, so she's rage quit bot lane. They are just not going back there. And then from memory, something kind of happens that she basically starts running it down. I think it's just probably extreme aggression from being tilted or raging. But that will probably happen in moments to come. But yeah, going back to top lane, we're just kind of casually farming and casually trading with the Olaf, nothing major. I've obviously learnt my lesson a little bit, not to go crazy on the Olaf, to open myself up to being killed. And again, though these guys go to mid, and Xayah, as you can see, is just walking around, not doing any auto attacks, nothing at all, dies. So that's the first death that she's done in mid lane since quitting bot lane, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, and also just say the enemy team, it's not like they have a weak team comp as well. They have the Kayn that you nearly see in every single game in Modern Day League. I get the ulti, which I was, by the way, I didn't know the interaction fully with Olaf Sett. It looked to be, the interaction was in mid-ultimate, I don't think Olaf could press R, but as soon as he get close to land, he can press R to get the immune. But if you, as Sett, ult an Olaf in his ult, it will not work. So I'm going to get dove here, and to be honest, I was actually like, they're diving me. So Olaf flashes away, barely lives. Kayn also runs away. Also, again, Xayah's back in mid lane. Crazy aggro, and dies a second time, straight away. So, again, that's the, in essence, kind of inting. Again, if you take it, this game was Diamond 2 MMR. Yes, EU West, but even EU Northeast. Diamond 2 MMR on any server, that twice in a row, 2 deaths, it's like... Well, there we go. Was expecting Kayn to still be here in top lane, by the way, and was proven correct. I'm alone right now. But again, is very hard to dive a Sett. You have to have extreme confidence to pull that off because, one, he's got the E if Olaf doesn't have ult, but he doesn't anymore. And the W is always a huge safeguard against dying to a tower dive. So, Sona, I've noticed, is coming top. Remember, she is duo with the Xayah, and she's now kind of giving up the Xayah, I guess. She's coming top lane to help me. Pop a control ward, bit of damage. I W again, maybe a bit too early. Sona gets the kill. Yes, I would have liked it, but it is what it is. We get a kill. And that's the thing. Even though toxicity, Sona, it did appear, was toxic chat-wise, at least gameplay, she wasn't kind of like really derping, running it down, giving 2 free kills. She actually was playing the game semi-well, where the Xayah, as you can see, is now 30 farm down. She's 0-3. So I think, by the way, around this point, I think maybe even the second death that Xayah had in mid, I think I said to the Twitch chat, right, we're going to stop recording, we're going to put music on and just chill. So this is where Huzzy chill is a good thing. It's sometimes just the needed thing to do when you're having to do a 6-hour stream. I think this was probably within hour 2 or something of the stream. You don't want to really get yourself worked up in hour 2 when you've got 4 hours to go of playing League. So you kind of just chill. You know, I've got an emote in Twitch chat called Huzzy Chill, and it literally is like that. You kind of just mellow out. Even if it's a bad game, even if you've got bad teammates or whatever it may be, just relax. Like, it is a video game in the end of the day. And what I would say, if a lot of you can't, in your ranked games, just kind of switch off and just chill a little bit, I would advise you to be able to. Obviously, it can't, not everybody can. but it's useful, because what you'll see this game, we've had an okay game. It's an average. We made a mistake, obviously, dying to the Olaf in the 1v1, but we've done fine. Obviously, Sona dies in mid. Xayah also going quite deep for the guy, doesn't get him, and Poppy's dying to the side. Obviously, my team is not performing that well. Kane's now on a killing spree over the Poppy. In your mind, you're kind of like, well, this game's over. So you kind of just put yourself in a Huzzy chill mood, or whatever your name is, Challybus chill mood, Glacy chill mood, whatever it may be, whatever your name, replace Huzzy with your name. But still always, I personally still play to win. I still am going to be looking to do well in my own role. I'm still going to be wanting to succeed. Yes, it is hard to do that sometimes. Like, again, I just played an AD carry game, and I don't know what the hell, like, I guess supports are just allergic to me when I play AD carry. We had another instance of our support leaving bot lane, and I was alone, and that happens all the time. So it's kind of like, the hell do you do? And that was rough to kind of continue trying to win the game and doing anything, really. But did the best I could within reason. Like, I always could play better, but it's rough sometimes. So they have done a bit of a recovery. They get a few kills. Enemy team, one thing that also can happen, oh, they have a trolling Xayah, or they have a bad Xayah, whatever you want to call it. Oh, this opens up an opportunity for us. I'm now going to engage. I go for the flash, get the Kane. He does obviously have mobility with then the big ulti. We're going to try our best to help with the kill. Get the W. He's very low with the Sona, does get the kill. Sona gets killed by the Olaf, but now we can try to get the Olaf if we can. Xayah's nearby, so I am hoping she is going to help. She does have flash, but I'm just continuing running at him, and this is where the Olaf arguably, he arguably kind of got killed by going for that lantern. If I blocked it with my own body, which I actually didn't know was a thing. But if he just stayed running instead of stopping for the lantern, I think he probably would have survived, which is kind of hilarious. So there's a good engage coming. Xayah, unfortunately, does have flash, remember. Doesn't flash away, which is a bit odd. But we end up surviving. A little bit of a good play. That's a tick in the box. It's better than it has been. Unfortunately, yeah, the enemy team is still gaining. It's not like we've caught up completely. They're still ahead in kills. They're still ahead in gold. But it does seem the kind of more running in mid lane and not caring behavior of the Xayah has calmed down-ish. Like, maybe, maybe not fully, because she could have flashed out the Vel'Koz ult there, but she didn't. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm in bot lane. Decided to go bot lane just because Jinx was having a free lane. I don't really want the enemy AD carry just to get completely free XP, completely free farm. So me being here, am I going to be able to do much to the Jinx? Arguably not. She hasn't got Gale Force, which is good, so it does mean she's still immobile, but she's going to be doing a lot of damage. So you do have to be a bit careful. Olaf against Xayah. So the Olaf is level 9, I'm level 10, so I do have a bit of an advantage still on the Olaf. Nothing major, but yeah. See Thresh is here, so I think I decide just to walk away. Olaf, by the way, going all in for the Xayah, and yes, she actually does kill him in the 1v1, which, again, even though trolling behavior, tilting behavior, whatever you call it, if that solo kill that Xayah just got, I can nearly guarantee probably would have made her feel a million times better than she was, because she succeeded at something. I go for an all-in on the Jinx. I get the good ulti, the side, use the W while getting hooked, and watch this, by the way. We are seconds from surviving, maybe a second, that she ulted just before Poppy got the stun in the wall. If she got the stun in the wall, I would have survived, arguably. But it was so close. But it's still not bad. We're about to kill both of them in bot lane, so that's good. It does, I think Xayah did get killed by the Kane, who, by the way, went top lane. But again, there are small, like, good things happening. Unfortunately, there are also bad things happening. Example A. So you can see spam pings by the Xayah, who's run it down a few times in mid. Again, it's a bit weird that even though she's done arguably pretty bad this game, she will still spam ping teammates for making a mistake as well. It's just the way of toxic people, I guess. Logic is normally not their best friend. We'll leave it that way. I think that's the polite way to say it. Anyway, returning to bot lane, and Olaf is now here, by the way, so he's now made his way bot. He's still level 9, I'm still level 10. And yeah, we're probably just going to go back to kind of top lane behavior of trading occasionally, fighting occasionally. You'll notice I'm not going very close to him. Why? Because I don't have vision. There's Jinx top lane, but I don't know where Kane is. I don't know where Thresh is. I could just randomly get 2v1'd if I'm not careful. So I'm just respecting the space. We don't have far vision. Meanwhile, top lane, though, they do get the tower, double sonar ultimate, and, again, maybe a bit of an untilting thing, they are actually finally getting a 2v2 kill. So that is a good thing, again, so little recoveries, which is always good. So Olaf deciding to go for a bit of a trade. We both have Gore Drinker, obviously, which means we're both going to have decent sustain. And from memory here, he pops ultimate really early. Maybe it's not here. There was a trade that I remember him popping it quite early. And what we're going to do, everybody, I popped W, which may be something you shouldn't do, because W is, again, quite good. Kane, there's the early ulti. There's Kane, so I go for an ulti just to separate them. I think in a second, W in the right time, then with autos, I get, yes, a 2v1 double kill. So I think the way that I said this, by the way, is I played it well, but the enemy team also played it very poorly. So it's a combination of the two. Deciding to ult the Kane when I did and all that, that was good, but they also played quite bad. Like the early Olaf ultimate that didn't really do anything was quite bad. To be honest, even deciding to dive was probably quite bad, or was bad. But again, if we played that well, I'm happy with it. 2v1 kill is nice. That also opens Dragon for us, because again, their jungler got killed. But yeah, by the way, my bot lane has decided just to continue going top lane. And a little bit maybe too deep. And now they're going to kind of get killed because of that. So yeah, mistakes are still being made by our bot lane. I would call the enemy bot lane, my bot lane's behavior tilt play. Like their rage tilt play. They're still not playing great, but we've made a recovery, so they are still, I'd say they're trying to win, but they're not playing it in the most optimal way, arguably. Anyway, returning to the game, and again, very happy with that 2v1. I was still in Huzzy chill mode, pretty much. Weirdly, sometimes in a game like this, I'll have an average game, I'll say like, oh, I'm doing Huzzy chill, not focus on the YouTube video, and I'll just start playing better. Maybe that isn't too surprising because, again, the focus of doing a commentary and stuff is just gone. I can just play the game. But, yeah. And apparently people in chat just said apparently the enemy team were question mark pinging that play that we got the 2v1. I actually didn't see that myself. So right now I will say, as what I'm thinking, push this up. And there was a little bit of an inkling that I'm like, I wonder if they're doing Rift Herald. How are you going, ERB? But yeah, are they doing Rift Herald? It's a possibility. Obviously, in the replay, we can hear Olaf, yes, he is doing it. I don't know he's doing it at this stage right now. And we're just kind of chilling. We're moving on over. Put a control ward, and oh, hey, Olaf. How you doing? So, go for, he ults. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take the dragon, I guess. Oh, sorry, the Rift Herald, I guess. And it's going to be a close one. Boom, I get it. And then, he's run out. Boom, we get 1 kill, and 2, we get another double kill. So we did have a bit of help from the Xerath ulti there, but arguably, even without the Xerath ult, we would have probably killed both of them, I would say. But we get the Rift Herald, we get a double kill, and that now is going to give us mid lane pressure. There's a big fight happening in bot, by the way, that has ended okay. Both bot lanes have died, and both junglers survived. But we now have the pressure in mid of Rift, so we're going to be getting increased global pressure, mid pressure. And if you look at the top of the screen, everybody, officially, we have now overtaken the enemy in kills and gold. So, why I want to do this replay, a lot of the people in chat was like, you did some pretty good set play this game, Huzz. You got the 2v1 kill in bot lane, you got the Rift Herald steal into another double kill. That's pretty good. And all this happens because I didn't give up the game. It would have been very, 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 very easy to be like, right, Xayah's 0-3, she's doing weird things in mid, she's rage quit bot lane, this game is over. And yeah, maybe your mind will drift to that, maybe you are thinking this game is over, but keep trying as best you can, keep trying to win. Keep playing thinking that, oh, we can maybe win. If I didn't think that we could win, I wouldn't have tried, like, that 2v1 in bot lane may not have happened. Me stealing Rift Herald wouldn't have happened. Like, playing actively to try and win is weirdly an important thing. A lot of people just play on autopilot and actually don't focus on winning. They just play the game. You know, so many people tell me how to just get better at the game. Think. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but the vast majority of people that play a league don't think while they play. They just play. They autopilot everything. Literally nothing. They just play the game without thought. Think. Really do. Think like, oh, could they be doing Rift Herald right now? Could they be doing this? Could they be doing that? So I do teleport to bot lane, by the way, and yet again, the replay bug, you can't see it. Good teleport, saves potentially a little bit of play, but I think my team might have been okay regardless, but, you know, it's not bad to help teammates out. We are obviously 6-2-4 at this point, so KDA doing well. Farm not crazy, but we're ahead. That's not too bad. And I am, by the way, in my back of my mind, I am thinking we have Sonar Ultimate up. I am thinking of a dive. I go for the E with that. We then get the Thresh. I'm tanking the Tau, which is the person you want it to be. We do get the Jinx, and Thresh will just survive. Vel'Koz is here. Poppy Flash E's, and I don't even think I get an assist. No, I don't. But again, not bad. I just, by the way, noticed, oh god, there's a tower there still. So again, that aggression kind of level that I'm confident now to do because we are strong on Sett and I am playing to win the game. And again, that's noticing everything. I think I might have said, I don't remember, because again, we played this game like an hour or two ago. I might have said like, oh, I want to go for a dive. We have Sonar Ult. Maybe I didn't say it, or I was thinking like, but it's definitely this thought of that I can go for that because we have Sonar Ult. Obviously, it was unfortunate that the Sonar Ult didn't hit both of them. It just hit the Thresh, but it still probably worked out, I'd say. It was fine. So deciding to back out now. Dragon is coming up. You can see in the bottom right, it is Mountain Dragon. With it also being... I did say it. Okay, someone, Neon Moon in chat is saying I did apparently say that. Mountain, obviously, map. Reminding everybody, one of the changes that Riot is looking to do for Preseason, they're not doing anything major. They're looking to build upon existing systems. So they're looking to make the items healthier that they implemented last season. This season. The season before that, the dragons and the environment, they're looking to expand on that and make it better, because not everybody has been an insanely big fan of what they've done. So they are looking to kind of make some changes, which I agree, and I think that is the good thing. But anyway, we're going to go for a play, and this is also a great example of engaging. When you're the bruiser, sometimes you have to be in the front line. That's just the way of it. And going for an engage is sometimes for the greater good. So me getting in there, I die, but that enables 2 or 3 kills. That's fine. Again, sometimes the death is worth it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, our Xayah is just farming. Yeah. So it does show the Xayah is not in the clear. She's not playing properly to win. She is still playing very weird. But, yeah. Anything to note with builds or anything, by the way? I don't think anything major. Olaf's build obviously is basically... Well, top lane, they talk about build diversity. Practically every top laner just builds the same build nowadays. It's Gore Drinker into Sterix 99% of the time. So Vel'Koz gets caught. They are now diving. They get the kill with her ult. And there we go. So again, not bad at all. I don't have TP, so I'll have to run. And that might be it for the push this time. In theory, these guys should have gone bot lane, get the tier 2, then back out if you wanted to be like completely optimal. But again, it's sometimes safer just the base as well. But yeah, so I am looking forward to some of the changes that they are making. If they do make the items healthier, which good luck, I guess. They break open the base, by the way. That's what they decide to do, which not bad. But yeah, hopefully the items will be healthier. Xerath overstays in bot lane. And yeah, they're going to be doing more potentially environment change stuff with the dragons. So maybe instead of just like, literally, let's be honest, all that changes is the dragon pit and then these 4 corners of the map. Like that gets put in, that rock and that rock. Like that's the only areas that actually get changed. There should probably be more to it than that, and that's what they're potentially looking to do, to actually make the game different. Because I don't know if you guys would agree or not, the game doesn't really change depending what dragon it is. Like, you still want to get the dragons, you still want to get the dragon soul. It's the same. Like, it just is like, oh, this game is Infernal, or this game's Mountain, or this, like, that's it. There's not a strategic difference that I would say changes the game because of which dragon it is. And maybe that's what they're looking to do. Anyway, around the Baron pit, just, you know, being a bit cautious that we've now got momentum. It does happen from time to time that when the enemy team have momentum, or like the opposing team will like do a, what I sometimes call a risky Baron or something like that, because it's maybe the only way they foresee getting back into the game. Oh, we're losing anyway, let's just try get the Baron. But it's good to have vision of it at least. Yeah, so people are noticing the Kayn item. So Stridebreaker this game, to be honest, even for blue Kayn, which is what this Kayn is, Gore Drinker seems to be the more popular thing. Even though it's not an assassin item, it seems to be the popular item. But even Stridebreaker, it means people cannot get away from you, and you can get to them quite easily being blue Kayn. We've decided to do the Baron, which was quite close. And by the way, yeah, I got that Baron. Like, I was very surprised because I didn't even do it a spell. That was just a punch. That was just a normal auto attack, and I got it. I'm like, that's not good. You don't really want to see that, to be honest, but yeah. Anyway, let's actually rewind because I forgot to show you what's actually happening over here. So we're walking back to lane. We're a little bit split. I decide I'm going to go get the minions, so I'm going to go that way. And Poppy just decides to go nuts. Bad positioning, flash into the wall, into the hammer, nearly killed her by herself. Little bit of damage from Xerath gets the Jinx. That was really bad by the Jinx. She had flash, didn't be able to use it. Olaf's dead, I get the kill. Xayah going aggressive, does get hooked. Double Sonar ultimate, there we get that kill. Thresh is dead. Only one surviving is Kayn. And that just happened pretty much out of nowhere. Poppy did die, but that's what we've always said. Like, sometimes a death is worth it. That was definitely a worth death. But bad play by the Jinx. Weird. She was, like, really overextended and everything. And then we're going to end the game practically. Kayn goes all in. The flashes and everything. I decide to get him away from my Sona, and I'll get the kill ace. But we're going to end the game now. 9-3-7 performance. Pretty good Sett performance. Happy with a lot of that I did. But again, just sometimes it just shows that even, like, another thing to say is if you're somebody, and you know, a lot of them won't admit themselves, but if you are somebody that you see yourself in this Xayah, that, oh, bot lane, I'm raging bot lane, I'm gonna go mid, I'm dying 2 or 3 times in mid, maybe don't. Like, you are making the game harder. Like, literally, if we didn't get those big comeback plays, like, this game was probably an easy loss, but we managed them. But, like, you can win games when you have a bad start. Like, this game shows that, and even this was a worse than start, having an AD carry, let alone rage bot lane, go to mid, dying a few times. Like, it's not even that, oh, she just left bot lane. She left bot lane and died in mid a few times, too. Just calm it down. Like, you can win the game even if your early game doesn't go perfect. Like, that's, I think, an important lesson for some people. But that is going to be it. Nice recovery game. Good play by Sett. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, do throw a like on the video, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.